Check the schedule to see when the lesson slots are and choose one that suits your timetable. I intend to learn and be a better person in every way, every day. I'm good, I'm calm, I'm happy, I'm kind, I'm good, I'm calm, I'm happy, I'm kind, I'm good, I'm calm, I'm happy, I'm kind, I'm good, I'm calm, I'm happy, I'm kind. Boop, just nice. Okay, let's go right on into bubble question 1. I'll give you some hints as we go. Ready? Start.
This is gonna be easy.
Pretty easy. Okay. So, if a pipe is leaky, how does it feel? Will you be happy about it? Like, yay, the pipe is leaking. There's dirty water all over the floor. Think about how it makes you feel. And look at the second part of the sentence, or the second sentence. You want to get it fixed. What do you fix? A problem, right? Yeah, some people say it can make you feel disgusted, right? Depending on which pipe is leaking. It could be dirty water coming out. Yeah, that would be disgusting, exactly. So if it's a dirty pipe leaking, or it's dirty water leaking from a pipe, or it's just getting your floor wet, everything that you get wrong is an opportunity to learn. Okay, anyway, let's go through the options and we will try to figure them out together. And then I will also tell you what each thing means, okay? First one says, a chip off the old block. So the word old here is a hint of age. And I want you to imagine this, okay? Let's say we have a block of something. Look at my nice block. What a nice block. And then if I break off a piece of it, oh, let's break it off. Break off a piece of it. Check out this 3D drawing, guys. This guy should be an art teacher. Wow. You break off a piece of it. That little piece is here. Same material, same color. You know, that's just an idea to help you imagine. It's not supposed to be literally like that. But what this means is that, hey, if you look at these two guys, they are so similar. One is small, one is big, right? This one, the chip of the old block, what it means is that you are like your parent. You see that? Your parent is the big block. You're a little block. So if let's say your mother likes to draw, she really likes sketching and doodling, and you like it too. I might look at you and say, oh, you're a chip off the old block. You're just like your parent, your mom in this case. You see? Chip off the old block. So now, number one, you are not a leaky pipe like your parent is not a leaky pipe. This leaky pipe is not okay, never mind, forget it. Number two, a daredevil. Someone who dares to do risky or dangerous things. That's a daredevil. If you challenge someone to do something risky or scary or dangerous, then they say, okay, let's go. You can say, whoa, you're a daredevil, because you're not scared. Number three, a thorn in my flesh. How will you feel if there's a thorn in your flesh? Let's say it's a thorn in your palm, in the palm of your hand. Is anybody going to feel happy like, oh yeah, I've got a thorn in my flesh. Yay, hi. Ooh, it hurts so good. No. That's going to be painful and annoying and just something you want to solve. You want to get rid of it, right? Isn't that what the leaky pipe is? It's just so annoying. I want to fix it. I want to get rid of this problem. It's a thorn in my flesh. 77 people got this right. Okay? It's a thorn in your flesh. And then the last one, a spendthrift is someone who likes to spend a lot. This is different from the word thrifty. If you are thrifty, you are very careful and smart with how you spend your money. You don't waste it. You don't spend it unnecessarily. But if you are a spendthrift, you like to just spend. What do you want? 5 McChickens? Yay, here you go. I like that book. Yay, I'm going to buy it. That's a black t-shirt. I already have 5, but I want to buy it anyway. Yay, that's a spendthrift. Spendthrift. Just spend, okay? Next, bubble question 2. Go. Okay, so this person started to panic in the middle of nowhere. That means you're all alone, right? What sound would you hear that will make you feel, uh-oh. Okie dokie, 126. High score. Okay, so sputtering is a it's like spitting, right? Like, yeah, so when the engine sputters, it's going to break down. What else can sputter? A flame. A flame can sputter as it's dying out. I've heard like last time when we had a campfire, we stayed till the fire was almost dead. We heard the flames like sputtering. Okay, this lesson is the same as Monday's lesson. This is the repeat slot. And this question is a recap from the previous weeks. It's not the exact same one, it's similar. Okay, so sputtering. Chattering is the sound of monkeys. Okay, whimpering is a sound that you make when you're in pain or upset. So if a dog whimpers, I can make this sound very well because people know this sound, right? The sound is as a whimpering dog. Okay, so if someone is in pain or they're scared, they can also whimper. No, don't, please, don't. I don't want to eat broccoli. Whimpering, fear, pain, and then gobbling is the sound of turkeys. Gobble, 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 gobble. Sounds like gobble, gobble, but they're not actually speaking a word. Okay. Next, verbal question 3. So you're at a hotel. You're not in the car. You're at a hotel. What do you call that? Okie dokie, nearly a high score. Pretty good. 100. Concierge. Okay, Bria. So let's look at the options. Number 1 is a chauffeur. A chauffeur is a driver. They drive you around. So if you are very, very rich, sometimes you have your own car, but you don't want to drive it around, you hire a chauffeur. The word chauffeur is from French. It's a French word that we have taken into the English language. Okay, so chauffeur drives you around. The concierge is the staff or the staff at the hotel that will help guests with these kind of things like booking attractions, telling them where to go. Yeah, exactly. You can even got the definition out. They can make reservations. So the concierge is a very, very useful member of staff. Okay, so whenever you go to a hotel, next time you go to a hotel, look up for the concierge. Usually it's labeled, or sometimes they'll just say front desk. Okay, they can help you. They can help you with a lot of things. So whenever you have a doubt, go and check with them. You'll be surprised what they might be able to do. All right. Next, you know what a waiter is at a restaurant? They take your orders, they serve you food. Pilot is a person who flies a plane. Okay? So answer is concierge. Let's go on to bubble question 4. Christmas carols. Is carols a clue? Yes. Carols is a clue. But not a big clue. It can be a small clue. The biggest clue is this. 3 ticks. This one is 1 tick. Okay? Okay, I'm going to go through the words in 3, 2, 1. Carols, Christmas carols, are songs that people sing during Christmas. Usually singing is in a group. Group singing is something that is a tradition in many cultures, and it's quite good for people. People feel good when they sing as a group. Okay? So the word band usually means there are musical instruments. But as specified in the question, they are singers. They just sing, no instrument, so we don't use band. Okay? The answer is choir. There's an animation here. It's an animation. So it's a choir. The word set is used for things that come together, like a cutlery set. If you buy a cutlery set, you will get a spoon and a fork and a knife and a teaspoon maybe. It comes as a set. You can't usually just buy one, right? I mean, you can, but they come as a set. They come as a group. School, a school of fish. Why do they say a school of fish? I have no idea. Okay, last recap. Go. Okay, let's end this in 3, 2, 1, boop, because we have most of the answers in. Okay, so those of you who got it wrong, let's say you pick number 2. It says wrong. The answer is number 1. Then you ask yourself, oh, okay, so what is number 1? Look back at the question. An astronomer studies outer space for science, not to make predictions about your future. That's an astronomer. They study space. There you go. Your answer is there. The astrologer is the one who studies the stars to tell your future. It's called astrology, right? So astrologers sometimes will make predictions, and then sometimes they write your horoscope. Have you heard of horoscope? Sometimes you find this section in magazines or newspapers, your horoscope, right? They say, oh, if you were born in this time of the year, this is your star group, so this is your fate for this month. That's what they do, okay? Whether you believe it or not, it's up to you. Explorer is very generic. Anybody who explores is an explorer. Whether you explore jungles or caves or space, you're an explorer. An astronaut is a person who goes into space. Okay? So answer is astronomer. Woo! And we're done. So today we are going to talk about quantifiers. If you look at the first part, quantify. Give a number. Quantify. Quanti sounds like quantity. Quantity is how much? Amount. See? So quantifiers tell us how much or how many of something there is. There are 2 kinds of nouns that you need to understand when we use quantifiers. The first are countable nouns. 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples, 4 plates, 5 books, right? The other group's called uncountable nouns. You can't say 1 water. I can have 1 water. There is 1 water on the floor. What is 1 water? Is this 1 water? Or is this 1 water? We don't know. There is 1 rice. Huh? Do you see what I mean? Because most of these words can come in so many different shapes and sizes that when you just use the word, people are just confused. Like water. It could be a puddle of water. It could be a stream of water. It could be a patch of water. So there are so many sizes. So you have to use something to describe. Just like rice. Is it a plate of rice? Or a grain of rice? Or a sack of rice? You see what I mean? Or a bucket of water, yeah? So these are things that you can think about when you're not sure. If I say this, does a person understand what I'm talking about? Okay? So let's focus on countable or not. Like I said, usually when things, I didn't say this part, but usually when things exist in large quantities, when it's difficult to count, then we consider them uncountable. Like hair, okay? If I pluck a strand, you see I have to say a strand. Yeah, you can count that 1 hair. And if you have lots and lots of time, you can count every single strand of hair on your head. But it's such a large number that it will be so difficult to be nearly impossible. The next time you have a plate of rice, you want to try counting it? Good luck. Oh, good luck to you. It's so big. The number is so big, you will just not want to do it. That's why we just consider it as uncountable. See, some rice. There's some rice on the pot, on the plate, not a few rice, because a few is for countable things. Okay? So next part, some ideas or things. You notice I use the word, I type the word things in inverted commas because they are not actual objects, are uncountable, such as laughter. You can't say I heard 1 laughter. You can say I heard laughter or I heard some laughter. You can't count laughter, right? You see? Is this laughter? Ha! Or is it ha ha ha? Or is it ha ha ha? All of them are examples of laughter, but they vary in length and volume and whatever. So there's no one kind of laughter. So you can't count it. Okay? But some other things, like some other concepts, like ideas, or you can count those. I have an idea. Give me 3 ideas of where we should have our dinner. or 3 suggestions. You see, some things you can count. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So for the next part, sometimes you have to decide if there's a large or small quantity of the object. Read the question, use your common sense, and then decide. All right, pretty easy. Let's try. Bubble question 6. Okay, let's end this because we got a really high score. 3, 2, 1. Boop. 1, 7, 6. Nice. Okay, guys, I think you deserve this. Number 1, high score sound. Number 2, for all those of you who have not heard this, this is our new celebration song. Are you ready? What a lovely song. I love the song. It's called Flamingo by Kiro Bonito. In case anybody wants to check it out on YouTube. Flamingo by Kiro Bonito. Kero. Okay, that was the high score sound and the celebration sound because I think you deserve it. Anyway, I have watched this movie many times. Yes, you can count how many times. 5 times, 6 times, 25 times. Why would you watch a movie 25 times, boy? Anyway, that's the answer. Let's go on to the next one. Bubble question 7. Okay, we say many or much depending on whether it's countable or not. You know this though, but you know this. You know this. I foresee another high score coming in. Yeah, can I just say, guys, please don't get used to the number of bubbles. Oh no, how did that happen? It's just an Why are things dropping? My goodness, what's going on? It's so weird. It's so weird, guys. What on earth is going on? My headphones dropped from the desk, then a photograph dropped from my I stuck it into the corner of my screen. Guys, if I disappear, at least be my witness that I was teaching you while something weird happened. Anyway, I don't know. I think it's just timing. Happened to be. Well, sometimes this is what you call a coincidence. Coincidence. Coincidence means it happened to happen at the same time. The word co means together. Incident is an event, right? So when two things happen to happen at the same time, it's a coincidence. For example, okay, let me end the question in 3. Oh, wait, answers still coming in. Let me explain to you what a coincidence is. Okay, we have a, okay, nearly a high score. Good. So coincidence is when two things happen to happen at the same time. For example, let's say you are in school, in the canteen, talking to your friend Ashley. You say, "Hey Ashley, I wonder if Ben came to school today." And just then, Ben said, "Hey, hi guys. Oh my God, Ben, what a coincidence. We were just talking about you." Because Ben is in a different class, so you didn't see him, right? Coincidence. Just when you mentioned his name, he appeared. Okay, happened to be at the same time. You didn't summon him with your words. It just happened to be. Or you're at home, it's a rainy day, and just as you sneeze, lightning strikes, or thunder crashes, or lightning strikes, whichever. What a coincidence that those things happen at the same time. Yeah, you didn't summon the lightning, or the lightning didn't cause you to sneeze. So, Year 12 says, it was a coincidence that there were 3 Ethans in my class. Fun fact, when I was a form teacher a few years ago, I had 3 Ethans in my class as well. What a coincidence that you and I had 3 Ethans in our class. You see, guys, coincidenceception. What? Oh my goodness, what are the odds? What are the odds? Okay, anyway, so the answer is this. Number 3, many different flavors of ice cream, because you can count the flavors. See, you look at the picture, you can count the flavors. Much is for uncountable. Okay, you can count. How many flavors? Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and coffee? Ew, 4 flavors. Okay, 4 flavors, makes sense. Let's carry on. Bubble question 8. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Wait, it wasn't a high score though. It wasn't a high score. It was 174. The high score was 176. Yeah, Uyan, it's just it's an experiment, okay? It's okay. Every mistake is a chance to learn. I have made so many mistakes in my life. That's why I learned so many things. So you guys will be fine. This is just questions on a screen, right? If you make a mistake, take it as a chance to learn. Okay, so this is something that some of you get confused by. Let's look at it again. Can you count milk? Can you say 1 milk, 2 milk, 3 milk? No, right? If your parent says, "Ah boy, can you go to the supermarket and buy 4 milk?" Huh? What? Buy 4 milk now. Oh no, you can't eat dinner. Mommy, why? Please. You're not going to have dinner that night. For what? 4 bottles of milk? 4 cartons of milk? 4 jugs of milk? 4 small packets? You don't know. You need something else to help you count the milk because milk is uncountable. Yeah, it could be liters, exactly. Does your mom want 4 liters of milk? You don't know. What a poor person. What, like, poor thing. You really don't know how much milk your mom wants. You're not going to have your dinner. You see? So, uncountable. You need you need a unit of measurement, right? For what? 4 liters, 4 milliliters, 4 drops of milk. So the answer is number 4. There isn't much milk left. Okay. Oh, okay. So sorry. My explanation doesn't match the answer. Let me explain. So milk is uncountable, right? Okay. But this part helps you understand. I'll buy some more. Yeah, you were right to say that there is a clue. Correct. That there is not enough. Remember what I said? Sometimes you have to figure out the amount based on the question. This is it. This is an example. So there isn't much milk there. But usually you only say isn't much. People won't say, it won't be the opposite when there's a lot. Unless you say there is much. But again, it's weird. So there isn't much milk left means there is very little. Okay? And again, we use much because milk is uncountable. Right? So 156 people got this right. Yeah. No, what was I saying? My explanation did match, but it's just that I wanted to talk about this. Is not. Yeah, that's all. I think this is the part that some people get a bit confused. Okay, next, Bubble question 9. Oh, why not any? Okay. Any wasn't one of the options for the previous question. If any was also an option, then you have 2 correct answers. That's why. How about bottle of milk? Is a bottle of milk countable? Why don't you tell me? Can you count how many bottles? 1 bottle? 2 bottles? Is it countable? Yes, you are right. It's countable. So you can count bottles of milk. Yeah, so if your parents say buy 5 milk, you just sit and cry. But if your parents say buy 5 bottles of milk, then you'll be okay, I know that. You won't cry. Okay? Now you know how to make people cry. Tell them just buy 5 milk. Imagine that your parents out, then they're at the supermarket. Say, a girl, you want anything from the supermarket? I'm at NTUC now. Oh yes, mom, I want 3 milk. Huh? 3 milk? Yes, bye. Then the mom will be like, she wants 3 milk? Wait, 3 milk? 3 what? That's how you make someone stressed out. Confused. Okay, time's up. 172, nearly a high score. Okay. This device has what switches? Can you count switches? Can you count switches? 1 switch, 2 switches, 3 switches? Yes, right? You realize also the word has a plural form, switches. If you think back to the word milk, there is no plural noun called milks, I think. Is there? If you talk about milks as the verb, then yes, there's milks. The farmer milks his cow. But I've never heard of the noun milks. For example, another one, rice. There is no such thing as rices. You realize that? You realize that? That's another hint. So switch obviously is countable. So when that and because this person is confused, this gives you the hint that there are so many switches. Therefore, we have this answer. This device has many switches. Of course, I'm confused. I don't want to try because I could get it wrong. Okay? Many switches. Okie dokie, time for the break. Here's a very cool puzzle that I came across and I want to share it with you. Can you figure out the color? So if you look in this example, there are pairs of letters. In each pair, one is incorrect. By eliminating the incorrect pair, you get the by eliminating the incorrect letter, you get the answer. So like the first one. Okay, you guys have solved the first one, right? So if you look at the first one, RG, AE, DH. R is correct, G is wrong, so eliminate. A is wrong, red, right? Okay, good. So all of you have figured out the first one. First one is blue. Yes. First one is blue. How about the second one? PINK. Yes, 4 letters. Pink. That's true. Pink. And how about the last one? PUR. Oh, you guys are so smart. You know what? I'm not even surprised. I know you guys are smart. So why don't you try this? Make a question like this and ask it to your friend or your family. It will be easier if you give them the category, right? If you tell them what you're talking about, a color or a Pokemon, it's easier. But if you just give a bunch of letters like that, it will be very difficult. Okay, so why don't you try this? It's also very tricky for you to come up with it. Okay, there you go. Next time we can have slightly harder puzzles like this, but a bit harder, okay? Because today I think as a warm-up it was good. But we can do harder. Okay, let's go. Let's go on to the next part 2.1. Remember what I said about reading back your answers? Yes. Always make it a habit to test your answer out. Ask yourself, wait, can I say 1 water, 2 waters? It's different. The word waters, there is a plural waters, okay? But it's used differently. It's not used to count water. When we use the word waters, it's used to refer to like a body of water. But that's another topic. Not really. It's just like vocabulary, okay? So again, like rice. I like to use the example of rice because we all see rice. 5 rices? No. Okay. Test the words out. Whatever subject, okay, I just want to say, the subjects that you can test things out will be English and math. So in math, you can always, if it's an MCQ, you can always take the answer, put it back into the equation, or work backwards, see if you get back the correct answer. Even in your problem sums, if you arrive at the answer, does that answer give you back what was stated in the question? Right? So for English and math, it's easy to test. Science, sometimes you can test. If you have multiple options, sometimes it helps to look at option 1. Okay, is this true? Is that true? What if it's true? Does it make sense? Oh, doesn't make sense. Cross it out. Yes, it can take a little bit of time, but it can ensure that you do it correctly. Low rate of error. That means lower chance that you make a mistake. Okay? And imagine. Words are thoughts spelled with letters, right? Did you realize that? I think you realize that. Words are all thoughts, but we have given them a form in letters and sounds. So imagine, can you count the thing? Right? If I say chair, you can imagine a chair. If I say elephant, in your head, there's an elephant. But now if I say furniture, That person, imagine a chair. That person, imagine a table. This person, imagine a wardrobe. You see? That's one clue. Okay, furniture is not countable. And Natalie, imagine a sofa. You see? That's one way you can test. Okay? So let's go on and try more questions. We have 4 more questions, right? Then, yeah, 4 more questions. Ready? Go! This is easy, right? You can count pigeons. Why did I tell you that? I shouldn't have said that. You know that. If you think you can't count them, then you need to something's not right. Yeah, you can count pigeons. Oh, that's a tricky one. Do you hear what I was talking about? About the word uses. The word use, yeah, the word use can exist as both a countable and uncountable. Yeah. Okay, I will say it again after the time is up. Okay, wait, why isn't this a high score? The pigeon question should be a high score. It's so like isn't it straightforward? Anyway, 160. We can count the number of pigeons, right? In this picture, there are how many pigeons? 6. You can count them. Okay, so there were many hungry pigeons. How do you know it's many and not a few? Because I did not have enough food to feed all of them. This sentence gives you the idea that there were many, many pigeons who wanted to eat and I had very little food. You see? You see that? That's why I say read everything. So a few is close, but not correct. Read everything. Yeah, so the clue was in the second part of the question. So what I was saying about the word much is that, no, not the word much, about the word use. So the word use can sometimes describe things that are uncountable. So I say I've used this so much. I have used this so much that I need to charge it, this Apple Pencil, right? Why? Because sometimes you can't, a use is not countable. If I write for 5 seconds, is it one use? Versus if I write for 20 seconds, how do you count a use? You see what I mean? At the same time, there are some things where you can count the use. For example, there are things called single-use plastics. Recognize that? Single use. Use it once and you can't use it again. Throw it away. Or like if you go to a clinic and they inject you the COVID vaccination, those injections are single use. Once they inject you, they throw the needle away. They don't recycle the needles, like clean it, wipe it on the shirt. Okay, next person, are you ready? Single use. Let's say you have a flare gun. You know what's a flare gun? A flare gun is a gun that shoots like a small firework. Okay, that's a simple explanation. And the flare gun has a cartridge that gives it like ammunition. So if you buy the ammunition, it might say good for 3 uses. That means when you put that cartridge into your flare gun, you can shoot 1, twice, 3 times, no more. Okay, so in some cases you can count the uses. Sounds like a fart. Okay, so it depends on the thing that you're talking about. All right, next, Babada question 11. We have 13 questions, okay? Let's go. This is question number 11 of 13. My home is what? From the mall. How long does it take to get there? Please read the whole question. Yeah, Bubble Store, Bubble Mart. Our designers made this. So cute, huh? Don't go there. In Geniebook, they call it the Bubble Store, not Bubble Mart. Okay. 165. Interesting. Let's switch back to black ink. My home is only. So again, you have a hint right here. Only. We usually use the word only when we want to emphasize that something is small or a low number, right? Oops, camera, sorry. Oops. Right? We use the word only when we want to show how small something is. For example, I only have $1. I can't buy that today. Only. Right? If someone goes up to you and says, I only have $2 million in my bank. What would you say? Only? Huh? Only 2 million? Ridiculous, because 2 million is not a small amount. You see what I mean? Only is used for small things. Okay, my home is only a few stops because you can count the number of stops. 1 stop, 2 stops, 3 stops. Yay! And for emphasis, the second part says it takes around 5 minutes to get there. 5 minutes is a very short amount of time to travel, right? Especially if you talk about stops. That means by bus or MRT, bus or train, right? 5 minutes is a very short time, so it's near. Okay? So if you didn't read the question, that's bad. Second last question. Ready? Go! Giselle, are you referring to teacher or teacher J? Can I speak Chinese, Kevin? I don't know. Yeah, that sounds correct. Daniel, that is correct. Corey, that is correct. So again, think about this. Oh, yeah, okay, crowded. I added something about being crowded. I think it didn't save. Guys, this is a hint, it's crowded. Okay? I wanted us to refer to the picture. Look at the picture. Sorry, the words didn't get saved. Now I know what. Oh, yeah. Now I know what the error was about. Okay, sorry. So when I saved the slide that time, they said there was an error, but I couldn't figure out what went wrong. So now I know some words didn't get saved. So I wanted to say it was very crowded. Still, even if I didn't give you that even though I wanted to make it crowded, can the other answers fit? Think about it. Can the other answers fit? Okay, so what do we have here? 1-8. It's a high score. Nice. There were what? Of people. This is the one. Of people. The word of tells you that it can only be number 3. If I didn't have the word of, then you could say a few. There were a few people. You see what I mean? But because we have the word of, you can't say a few of people. You can't even say little of people. If you say there were little people, it means you're talking about short people. There were little people. Right? You don't say little people, you say a few. Okay? Little is for uncountable. There is a little bit of water left. There's just little. We can't say much of people. Okay, because we can count people. Yeah. Okay, a lot of people. And the last one, the high score was 187. That was for the previous question. I just wanted an excuse to play the high score sound again. Okay, let's go. Second sentence is the clue. Yeah, Koi he's a big boy with a lot of fur actually. I only see again the word only called a small group of people. Two clues for you right there. If you didn't read the question, I don't know what to say. So those of you who picked number 3 didn't read. Tusk. Here's a angry face. I'm not angry, I'm just showing you a face, okay? So the answer is a few of us. Definitely not a lot, definitely not many. It can't be much because people are countable. Okay, and we're done. Okay, this is the last question. So I know some of you are leaving now. So thank you for attending. Forgive me for my shortcomings. Bye bye.